Hey Wastelanders, this is Gary from The Last Ranger, and I have for you today a revisit on the Real Slim, the Real Steel Real Slim. I recently ran across this again. I misplaced it in a drawer near the back of my kitchen. I use this for cooking every once in a while, but I've misplaced it about, I don't know, maybe 6 months. And I forgot I had this. I think I did a video showing you my real steel knives, and this wasn't included because, frankly, I just forgot about it because I misplaced it. So I'm just gonna do a little video, a short video on this. This is the Real Slim, and it's made by Real Steel, and its design is a Germer design. And I got excited about this knife. I followed it for several months when it was being designed or being talked about by Real Steel. His first, either his first pocket knife design or his first design with Real Steel. And it's an interesting design. If you can tell, it's very interesting. It's a frame lock, and you can see it overhead. It basically has, I would say, 90% lockup because it's so thin. You can't just lock it up like 30 or 40%. You basically have to lock it up almost all the way. Anyway, let's give you a few measurements. Back when I did the review, I don't think if I did it even review, I don't remember, but it's always a good time to revisit some knives that you did over a year ago. So I wanted to, when I discovered it again, I'm like, I should do a review of this knife. So this knife is maybe 3 3/8 cutting edge, maybe for the blade. The handle is 4 1/4. So it's quite a handful. So I can get all 4 fingers on there easily. Very thin knife, very thin knife. I want to give you a weight on this knife. Okay, let's see how much this weighs. It weighs 1.94 ounces. Pretty light for an all steel framework. So I believe I didn't have like calipers during this time that I got the knife, and I was always wondering if I review this knife again, it's actually 0.21 inches. It's very thin. You can't find a thinner knife, a thinner pocket folder, I don't believe. And let's see on the blade stock. The blade stock is 0.08 inches. And let's check the cutting edge. 0.015. Very thin. It's so thin when I carry it. I often used to carry it as a pocket knife more than a kitchen utensil. It's very thin. It's very thin. I would be scared I would break it. I would bend it in my pocket somehow. But like I said, it has a steel framework, and this framework doesn't flex at all. The steel doesn't flex. It has pretty much a long back spacer, as you can see. So that supports that non-bending. I haven't ever taken this knife apart. I should eventually. I believe these are pins that hold it together in place. There's not many screws. You have a pivot screw and one back screw that holds it together. Yeah, this pocket clip, it actually works. It actually works. It's very thin, but it actually goes in and out of the pocket with ease. You don't have an option to add a lanyard, so every little bit helps in retrieving it from your pocket. So, yeah, you can see the most of this knife is filled up, but it's perfectly centered in there, perfectly centered, and the blade is basically 100% of the handle. It's like maybe 99%, 98%. I dig this blade that is contoured to match the handle, or the handle's contoured to match the blade. I don't know what came first. It's not a flipper. You can't use it. Even the best of people wouldn't be able to flip it out. It's pretty much a detent that's really strong. It's always going to be a two-handed opener unless you have like powerful fingers. It's just a really good knife. Really interesting shape. Anyway, I'll finish up this short review of some slicing action. So I have a chicken breast that was cooked, and it's pretty it's been sitting in the refrigerator throughout the day, and I was going to slice it up and for some sandwiches. I have like a recipe. I'll do a little bit of mayo mixed with some relish, the pickles, dill pickles, and pepper, salt, and a few other ingredients. And I like to slice chicken up too. I like to slice the chicken up first, and then I would mince it and make a sandwich out of it. Not mince it, just shred it a little bit. Yeah, I'll cut it up and cut up in thin slices, and I like to add this to sandwiches of the ingredients I mentioned. This chicken is baked, by the way, if you can't tell. This knife is very, very slicey. Very slicey. It goes through this like butter. You notice many knives that you're using in the kitchen. A serrated knife would be good, but this knife is really good. And I'll probably reward my cats. Oh, my battery's dying. Anyway, I'd probably need to wrap up this review because my phone is dying. So, yeah, I just wanted to revisit this knife, and it's a nice knife that you can get for the kitchenware, the kitchen. So, like I said, or maybe I didn't say, it's in VG10, so that's a stainless steel, I believe. I believe I've washed this knife, and I have no issues with rusting. I don't know if this knife is still available. It's in, this is a rose gold steel appearance, but I believe it comes in a stainless steel with no color, just a regular stainless steel, the same blade. And I think it has a blue surround and a blue back strap. Other than that, I like the rose gold version. It's a little bit nicer. I could see you being out on a like a steak, go out on a classy dinner date and whip this out and use it to slice up a steak. Yeah. Anyway, so sorry for the disjointed review, because I just did this on the fly. I was just thinking, you know what? I need to do this review on this knife. Recently running across it, you know, it just brought back memories of how good this knife is and how much I liked it. And I thought it was stolen, or I thought I was carrying it and I lost it. And if you could see me when I found it, I was super excited. Anyway, all right, I'll let you go. Take care, Wastelanders.